Um, sure. Well, I'm not somebody who's who's tended to say no a whole lot. Um, but if there was one moment when I said yes, or I sought something out, and I don't know when the question was even posed to me to necessarily say yes, but it was definitely a yes moment, I guess, in how things evolved after. Um, it would be when I was in my early 20s. I think I made the decision. I was probably 22, and when everything then took place, I was 23, which was going to Indonesia. Um, and there were plenty of other people telling me no. Um, and each of those could be their own story. But that decision to go to Indonesia wound up changing all other trajectories of my life. So, how did that come to be? Um, I had gone to school in Boston, Berklee College of Music, having come from a small town. So my town was about 2,000 people at an intersection of, if you drew a straight line from New York City to Montreal and another line from Boston to Buffalo, we'd be the middle of nowhere where those two lines intersected. And kind of an odd place in the sense of, yes, small town, 2,000 people, mostly rural, is in the last county in New York for which agriculture was its number one part of its economy. Number two was the pulp and paper industry because of the rivers that were there. And my dad, who had grown up in the middle of nowhere, but had his master's degree in chemistry and was going to research and development, just loved that area because he could be part of research and development at a lab doing some really interesting work, but it has to be next to the mills that are running all those paper products. So he got to be doing cutting edge work that flew him all over the world while living in the middle of nowhere and running a gentleman's farm. We didn't really sell stuff, but we raised our own beef, our own chicken, our own eggs, our own vegetables, all that. So that's kind of where I grew up.